What it do, my loves? This your girl, Five Star Key. And this is Five Star Readings LLC, where a beautiful day begins with a beautiful mindset. So, the title to this video is The Prophecy of Plenty. Multiple blessings, only go where you're fully accepted, rest and be still. Okay, so that's the title of the video. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna be talking about. And I did have to try to charge my phone or whatever. Because I was gonna talk about unclean men, but I was like, I'll talk about the unclean men briefly because it's something that I wanted to say in this notebook about the unclean men. Okay, so first, the motto when I get up on here, because this I guess it was supposed to be my podcast motto, because I was supposed to be switching everything up. So anyway, so the motto is, well, I guess you could just say this is the motto. I speak with power, authority, and peace. Okay, I speak with power, authority, and peace. So with that being said, if anybody comes your way or in your energy or around you, and they're not speaking with power, authority, or peace, then that is an energy that you do not want to dwell in. That is a conversation that you do not want to have with anyone. You get what I'm saying? Because if you're not uplifting me, then you're bringing me down. If you're not empowering me, then you're taking power from me. And then if you're not speaking peace over my life, then you're speaking destruction and disaster over my life. You get what I'm saying? And that's one thing I'm not into. I'm more so into the high vibrational content. No matter what that is, you know what I'm saying? People can be yelling and screaming and it can be more high vibrational than some other things that we see on the internet. Okay, so I speak with power, authority, and peace. It is written in Job 22 and 28. It says, Thou shalt also decree a thing, and shall it be established unto thee, and the light shall shine upon thy ways. Proverbs 8 and 7. It is written, For my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. The positivity pledge. I shall no longer allow negative thoughts or feelings to drain me of my energy. Instead, I shall focus on all the good things that are in my life. I will think it, feel it, and speak it. By doing so, I will send out vibes of positive energy into the world, and I shall be grateful for all the wonderful things I attract into my life. Okay, so a challenge for people could be when a negative thought enters your mind, think about 3 positive ones to train yourself so you can flip the script. Okay, grace, mercy, blessings, and grace, mercy, and blessings. Grace, mercy, blessings. Grace, mercy, blessings. Okay? Grace is when God gives us good things that we do not deserve. Mercy is when He spares us from bad things we do deserve. Blessings are when He is generous with both. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. Okay, so the affirmations, right? That's weird. Like, why are y'all watching me? Y'all don't like what I'm. Y'all don't want to like the video. Y'all don't want to put 5 star key in the algorithm. So we just got 10 people watching and nobody wants to like. That's weird. But anyway, okay. So it says, these are self-love affirmations. Thank you for the like, my love. You're the only supporter I have, I see. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What it do? What it do? Okay, so self-love affirmations. I am enough. I am worthy of love. I am beautiful. I am capable of my dreams. I believe in my capabilities. I am worthy of my dreams. I do not need validation from anyone. I am more than my body. I believe in myself. I am talented. I am brave, bold, and beautiful. I am proud of myself. I let go of negative self-talk. I accept myself unconditionally. I acknowledge my self-worth. I love the person I am becoming. I choose myself. I have the power to change. My imperfections make me unique and special. I deserve good things. I will succeed. I am in control of my thoughts, feelings, and choices. What it do, my love? This is like participating trophy for those. Hey, it might be. You know what I'm saying? It might be. But anyway, and these are just money affirmations. So I am a money magnet. Money is drawn to me. I am attracting money at this very moment. Everything I touch turns into gold. I am ready and able to receive more money. Money is the root of joy and comfort. I deserve to make more money. My actions create prosperity. I constantly discover new sources of income. I release all negative energies over money. All the resources I need are within me. I can handle massive success with ease. I get rich doing what I love. An abundance of money is flowing into my life. I deserve to be rich. I let go of all my fears around money. The more I give, the more I receive. And so it is, and so it shall be. Because guess what? I've been giving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been giving for a while now. So it's time for me to receive at this point. Okay, so just about the multiple blessings, okay? So when it comes down to the multiple blessings, that could be, you could get blessed in different ways. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily have to be a job, a person, place, or thing. You get what I'm saying? It could be just multiple blessings, like business being restored, your mind, just say if you had, what is that, like a fog mind or anything like that? Just say all of those things are being restored. Your mind is being restored. Your money is being restored. Your resources are being restored. You get what I'm saying? Everything that you need to survive in this world, because I don't know who told these people that you cannot survive in this world. You could just live in this world without no money. Like, you cannot live nowhere with no money. What it do? You cannot live nowhere in this world without no money. You cannot go anywhere or do anything without any money, period. So with that being said, it's just like, for people to want to keep, other people stagnant or ruin your businesses and things like that. You get what I'm saying? And me personally, in a way, I could see where some people on a spiritual, energetic level was trying to help in a situation, but then without being no money, being present, that's one thing that I'm just, still kind of, about, because it's just like the money, the business that I create, the image that I was trying to withhold, you know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to get on YouTube and have this image of, me being a business person. That was just it. You get what I'm saying? But as far as everybody trying to say I'm a thief, a hoe, a liar, dirty, trifling, ridiculous, dumb, slow, crazy, you get what I'm saying? Like those type of things that I am absolutely not. You get what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, I'm very much sane. Okay, I'm very much sane in the membrane. I know exactly right from wrong. I know do's from don'ts. You get what I'm saying? But when you got people trying to block and interfere, when people are trying to block and interfere what you got going on, or even trying to paint a narrative, because guess what? Let me tell you what I did. Just to see if, just say, if people write your story for you, right? So I just wanted to see how if I let you ops, or if I let you other people write my story for me, how would I turn out? How would it be if I let them write my story? Do you not? I would be nothing. I would be outside with nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, these people did not want the light to shine on me. They didn't want my light to shine. Even when it comes down to my business, my creation, And it's wild because, like I said, it's so weird because I was saying the other day that people be seeing right through me, and I feel like it's a good thing. And the reason why I feel like people see through me in a way is because I'm very honest. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm very honest. I don't really hide anything. I don't lie about anything. You get what I'm saying? Now, if I don't want to tell you something, then I just don't want to tell you. But if as far as my money, my business and things like that, people should tell me about my money, my business, and my family. People shouldn't be trying to keep that. Oh, I don't want to tell you. Like, why don't you want to tell me about my business, my kid, things that I built and I created with the help of no one? Now, I can understand if somebody was helping me. You get what I'm saying? I literally could understand that if somebody was helping me, but nobody was helping me do anything. You get what I'm saying? Like, nobody was helping me do anything, but it just seemed like I had so many people helping to keep me stagnant, or helping to keep me without a job, or helping to keep me with no money, or, you know what I'm saying? So happy when they came and took my car type shit. You get what I'm saying? Because they felt like they were gaining something. But in reality, let me tell you what they gained. Anytime people come into your life just to destroy your life and to not make you any type of benefit in any type of way, you get what I'm saying? It's just like, when people show you that's who they are, then guess what? Believe that's who they are. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, there's that, like, I done applied to so many jobs. I'm talking about caught the bus, walking. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about doing everything just to get a job, just to make ends meet. My daughter got practice. She got all these things going on. You get what I'm saying? And me as a mother can't provide, but it's not me not being able to provide on my own behalf. It's because it was other people on the outside tearing up what I built on my own. Because I'm not married to anyone. I'm not in a relationship with anyone. You get what I'm saying? Whatever I do got going on in my home, in my house, is my business. You get what I'm saying? But as far as the sick, disgusting, twisted, stories and things, I'm not with the sick, twisted, disgusted things. Only if I want to be. You get what I'm saying? But when I'm in a sick, twisted, disgusting energy, I'll let you know. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, but okay, so it says, all right, so now let's get to what we were talking about. Okay, so as of this moment, I command the power of my tongue to manifest. I am a money magnet. Money is drawn to me. I am attracting money at this very moment. I walk in power. I walk in grace. I walk in miracle. I walk in truth. Oh my God, wow. Do you see the lines? Do you see those lines? Okay, so look, it's so wow because I wrote on this paper, like everything that's highlighted in yellow, is giving me that. Like, oh, I walk in power. I walk in grace. I walk in miracle. I walk in truth. You get what I'm saying? So, okay, so happiness is a state of mind. Choose ye this day whom you will serve. Think your way into a life of dynamic power and happiness with these words. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things, okay? So whatever things are of good report, because like I was saying, only go where you're accepted. Only go where your energy is accepted. That could be even on the internet. That could be anywhere else. Because you literally, on the internet, my love, it's literally portals behind these things. So with that being said, you do got to be mindful of who you watch. You got to be mindful of who you listen to and who you pay attention to. You get what I'm saying? Because there's literally people on this internet that will try to project sickness. They will try to project stagnation. They will try to project rejection. You know what I'm saying? These people will try to project all type of things. Especially if you are the type of person you go to sleep listening to things or whatever. It's just like you got to be mindful of what you listen to on the internet, because some of us are more spiritual. You get what I'm saying? We'll feel and we'll hear more. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, whosoever trusts in the Lord, happy is he. Okay, whatever block was there, the block is moved. Whatever block was in your life, whether it was financial life, love life, spiritual life. Oh my God, you see that? But it's like, whatever block was in your life, the block is removed, okay? The block is removed. The block isn't there. Now, when it comes down to accepting things in your mind, always remember, your mind is a terrible thing to waste. You don't want to waste your mind thinking about low vibrational things. You get what I'm saying? Because in reality, it's just like, choose ye this day whom you will serve. Do you want to be happy or do you want to be angry? You get what I'm saying? Because like I said, think your way into a dynamic power of happiness. Because I kid you not, you know how people be saying that, oh, that's an old angry person, or that person is angry and they're strong and things. Sometimes, my love, you don't have to necessarily show people that you can get wild with them, or you can do all this weird shit with them. You don't have to show them that. Sometimes you can be nice and you can still be more powerful than the person that's angry. You could be nice as hell and then you can still overpower that jealous person. You could be nice, you get what I'm saying? And you could overpower the person that's full of envy, the person that's full of deceit and deception. You know what I'm saying? You can overcome that by being nice. And some people think sometimes you gotta fight fire with fire. Sometimes fighting fire with fire will cause nothing but an explosion. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta be on that cool shit, so when that fire try to come to you, that fire slowly go out. You know what I'm saying? That fire try to come to you and you cool. Oh, okay, that fire will simmer out. Look, what did Lil Wayne say? You can spark it up, but we're gonna blow you out or something like that. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, so this prayer is, Our Father who art in heaven, sacred is your name. And I made this one up because I know you said, they said, I was listening to this pastor, and I was reading my Bible. You know how they say in the Bible that you can make, like, when it comes down to the Lord's Prayer, like, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive those who trespass. Forgive us of our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And something about the debt thing. But anyway, so with that being said, it's like that prayer was like, how can I say? It's not like the prayer. I guess it's okay to pray that prayer, but we were supposed to go, like, it's kind of like mimicking that prayer. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like mimicking that prayer, or make up your own, or pray in that type of way. Okay, that's what it means. Like, pray in that type of way. So that's kind of why I made something up. It was similar to that, but I made it up. And so it says, Our Father who art in heaven, sacred is your name. Thy will be done. I surrender to all my desires, wishes, and plans. Heavenly Father, I'm asking you to increase righteousness in the world, in and around me, and protect those who love you and acknowledge you. Amen. This other thing I wanted to say. Oh, I heard the word dismay. So, you know how they be saying fear and things like that, but dismay is a stronger and upscale fear than afraid. And I wanted to talk about it's some things that I wrote down. Oh wow. And then I wrote on, well, when I have named my channel Brick by Brick, one of the mottos I wrote that was, we shape our buildings, therefore they shape us. So when you think about certain things, you know what I'm saying? When you think about certain things in life, you're like, we shape our buildings, we shape our lives, we shape, you know, where we live at, we shape our bodies, you know what I'm saying? We shape, you know, just a lot of things, even our heads, you get what I'm saying? We shape our buildings, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they say the body is the temple. So we shape our buildings. Hold on, it says we shape our buildings for they shape us. So yeah, we shape our bodies for they shape us. We shape our minds so they shape us. We shape, you know, the things that we put into our bodies because they shape us. You get what I'm saying? Like, even when it comes down to, you know how they say you are what you eat, you are who you think, you are what you think. You get what I'm saying? Like, just because you have a toxic mindset doesn't mean everybody else have to have one. All right, so this. Okay, I do have a question. Okay, this is wild. I wrote this question on the church within when I was doing that, but like I said, it just was like too much stagnancy when it comes down to the church within, the notebook, 5-Star Readings LLC, the first one that got removed, and then this one. You get what I'm saying? But it's like, what sparked your interest into the unknown? That was the first question that I asked myself. What sparked your interest into the unknown? Now, maybe you can answer that question for yourself. If you know, I already answered that question a while ago on Brick by Brick. So I was thinking too, because you know how they say, you know, I'm getting into the title of the video. Don't get me wrong. I'm getting into the title of the video, but you know, I gotta run my little face. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So, okay. So you know, you got three types. Well, Okay, these are like, you know how when they could talk about third party relationships and things like that, you know they got three different types. Okay, now in some states, in some situations, polygamy is a crime. Okay, polygamy is a crime in some states, certain locations, in certain regions. That's why some people, when they want to do polygamy and things, they go either out of the country or they go to where, you know, polygamy is accepted, because polygamy is a crime. Okay. Yeah, it used to be. I guess it used to be okay, but now it is saying that in the common law, it is outlawed in every state. So being in a polygamous relationship is outlawed in every state. Yeah, the United States. What does it say? Did it say the United States? Oh, the unlawful. Okay, so the United States declared polygamy as unlawful. Okay, through the passing of Indonus. He's anti. His name is Ed Nundanus. I don't know his name. Ed Nundanus is EDMUNDS. Edmonds. I don't know his name, but anyway, it's like he was a anti polygamy act. Okay, but there are three main types of polygamy. You got polygamy for one. It is the practice of. Okay, so polygamy. Hold on, my love. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I'm trying to. I don't have a right stand. I'm using my grinder. Look, I'm using. My phone is standing up on my grinder, but So polygamy. Okay, polygamy is a practice of one man marrying two or more women. So that's kind of why, when it comes down to different men, because you got different men in this world, they're into different things. And I'm going to be honest with you, that is perfectly fine for anyone to be into anything that you're not into. You understand? That is perfectly fine for somebody not to be into whatever you're into. That doesn't mean they're a devil. That doesn't mean they're demonic. That doesn't mean they're karmic. And that doesn't mean they're low vibrational. That just means they choose to be in a three people relationship. You get what I'm saying? Maybe it's acceptable in the state that they live in. But anyway, so then you got polyandry. Now polyandry is when one woman marries two or more men. Now, oh look, I was gonna say I see what's it called, but so it says polyandry, when one woman marries two or more men. Now you know what? I feel like, okay, let me listen. I feel like some women should talk, like the women that are into polygamy. Ask your man how would he feel about you being in some polyandry type of energy. How would he feel about that? Because then that means, because see, you know how some of these men that be in that polygamy thing, they be the man. So it's just kind of like they got the women doing everything. So then you the woman and you got the men doing everything. How would your husband feel about that? He supposed to be sitting, you know what I'm saying? He supposed to be sitting next to you in the light. You know what I'm saying? It's not three chairs up here. It's only two. You get what I'm saying? It's not three. It's two. So anyway, like I said, polyandry is when one woman marries two or more men. So let me tell you, I don't know how I would feel about that. I don't even like dick like that for real. That'll literally be too much dick. That's too much dick. You know what I'm saying? That's too much. That's too much dick. I don't know. If I could study, a woman that really lives like that, you get what I'm saying? Like, if I could just literally study a woman that is a polyandry, like I'm talking about polyandry. Like she's put, you know what I'm saying? Like she got her mans on lock and her mans, they on lock. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's just kind of like, I want to study that type of thing. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like read a book about it. I'm saying I want to see people in real life. I want to see like a woman really be in that polyandry type of energy. Because we see men be polygamous all the time. You get what I'm saying? Like we see that all the time. It's very rare that you see a woman do that. And it's very rare that it's real. Because you got some people that will create fake, stories. Like, oh, this is Tyrone and this is David. They both fuck with Sheila. Sheila is the one that runs Tyrone and David. Tyrone can't stand David sometimes. And then Sheila be coming up and telling me the truth about it. Sheila be like, shit, girl. Shit, Tyrone almost choke motherfucking David ass the fuck up. Because David brought me a biscuit before Tyrone could. And Tyrone got mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, that's the type of shit. Even though that was kind of like a little drama what I said, but I'm just saying though, still, it's just kind of like, it's just kind of like, I would like to see that because I kind of think that, how the men come off with the polygamy type of thing. I feel like polygamy relationships and polyandry relationships are more drama filled than anything. And I mean, I could be wrong, you get what I'm saying? But then when you think about feelings and things like that, or you done took wife number 1 to the club, and then you took wife number 2 to church. You can see where both of them could be jealous at. Because it's like, okay, so wife number 2 goes to church, and he literally, they all dress up nice, and they go to church and look good, and they go eat dinner and all this, that type of shit together. But, this nigga, and then he take it out of church in the daytime. You know what I'm saying? And he being seen where everybody know they go to church together. But then, you got the man in the night. He took me to the, like, this man took me to the club. He took me to the club in the nighttime, and we got drunk. You know what I'm saying? We got drunk and went to Waffle House. Oh, y'all went to Red Lobster. Y'all went to all these fancy ass restaurants and shit. You be like, oh my God, why did you? Like, I'd rather go to church with y'all. Hear this person. I'd rather go to church with y'all. Look, listen. I probably could play a good poly role. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can probably play a good role. But as far as doing it in real life and me just that being my life, no. You get what I'm saying? But I could probably play the role. But, or if I just can't play the role, like, I probably would know how I want somebody to play a role. You get what I'm saying? I want somebody, like, I know how I would like to see it though. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of weird when you have this type of creative mind, because when it comes down to even, like I said, a poly relationship. Oh shit! I just thought of something. It could be called the poly place. You get what I'm saying? It could be called the poly place. Everybody has 3 or more relationships. You get what I'm saying? And it could, that shit. Oh my God! It's like that could be toxic and fun and funny at the same time, because you'd be like, all these damn different people, all these different personalities. This person, you'll be like, damn, that person loves differently than that other person loves differently. So how the fuck did y'all come together and do that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, because sometimes this world does ride on drama, and then, sometimes it doesn't. That's kind of why I feel like everything should be incorporated. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, I just feel like everything should be incorporated when it comes down to that. But like I said, that poly relationship thing, like, to me, I can see where it can be funny, and then I can see where it can be, like, depressing or sad, because, like, I gotta listen to him fuck this other lady or this other woman. I gotta sit back and watch him go on dates and shit with this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Then what if he ain't really got no, like, after he done spent all his money with that lady, he come back over here and I gotta spend my money with, you know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway, so then, oh my God! So this, oh my God. Okay, so I was pretty much just saying something like that, but I didn't look at the third one. Remember I said it was 3 types of polygamy relationships. You got polyandry, you got polygamy, polyandry, and you got polygandry. Now, polygandry, and I might be saying the name wrong. Polygandry, it got a G in it. But that's a group marriage. Have y'all ever heard of that? A group marriage? Because it's rarely practiced. A group marriage is rarely practiced. That is some funny shit. But no, I don't think that that's rarely practiced, because when I was watching Love and Hip Hop, what's his name? Young Jock had a group marriage setting with his baby mamas, I think. But then I think that one lady was like, I don't want to be a part of his baby mama crew or some shit. But anyway, but yes, in the Bible, polygamy is a sin. In 1 Corinthians, it looked like it said 1 Corinthians chapter 7 states that polygamy is unlawful. You get what I'm saying? But like I said though, it's just, I just kind of want to create. I just kind of want to explore with, my creative thoughts. You get what I'm saying? I just want to explore my creative thoughts. Like I said though, but I don't want to be a part of like a group marriage, or even a man that has two women, or a woman that has two men, or a man and a woman. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to be a part of that type of thing. But I'm just saying, like, it's kind of interesting though if you think about it, because people really don't see things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a group marriage, like a group to me, I mean, of course they say a group is, maybe 3 or more people. You get what I'm saying? Like, a group is 3 or more people, because a couple is 2. So wait. If a couple is 2, is a group 3? You get what I'm saying? Is like a group marriage, would that be considered 3 people? 4. A group marriage would be probably considered 4 people, is what I'm thinking. Because if you think about a polygamy relationship, that is automatically 3 people. So a group marriage would be maybe 4 people or more. But like I said, like no shade at all. I would like to see that. And I don't know, weird freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just because I've never seen that before. You get what I'm saying? But okay, whose mouth? Psalms 103:5. It says, "Who satisfieth thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like eagles? Speak not in the ear of fools, for they will despise the wisdom of thy words." Now let me tell you something. I notice a lot of people be like, I need to get out of the way or something, right? But the thing is, when you literally in your own lane and you in your own energy doing your own thing, and people are trying to siphon and take and harvest your energy from you, I'm literally in nobody's way. You get what I'm saying? Like, nobody's way. I'm not in nobody's way. But anyway, Proverbs 23:9. Speak not in the ear of fools, for they will despise the wisdom of thy words. Okay? And this is what I wanted to say, because I was talking to this one guy like not too long ago, and we was talking about church, and we both had the same type of experience with the evil pastors and all the little wicked shit at church. So but he really likes church too, like no shade. He really likes church. But so I was thinking that, anybody that really loves church, look at Timothy's chapter in the Bible. That will tell you about the right doctrine, leadership abilities, social skills, and good character. Okay, they're all important qualities of a good leader. So with that being said, when you go to a church and you want to find like the perfect church home or the perfect church setting, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you get in your Bible and go to Timothy's, and go look at Timothy's chapter and read up on it. So therefore, when you go to a church establishment, when you go to a church building or a church residence, you know what I'm saying? When you go to church, and the pastor isn't, uplifting you, because I'm going to be honest with you. In the Bible, it's a bunch of stories in there. It's a bunch of stories. So the thing is, and it also could be prophecies as well. But like I said though, when the story's in there, it's like it's for you to listen to and either take in. Now, if you can take on the energy of the story, then then by all means, you get what I'm saying. But if you want a good pastor, if you want somebody who's really into the Bible, somebody who you can really communicate with and talk to, definitely take a look at Timothy's in the Bible. That will tell you about a good leader in the church. That will tell you, that will even probably help, that, like, even when it comes down to me, like, I kid you not, even when it comes down to me, because like I said, I be reading the Bible. I read, certain things. So that's how I discovered, what Timothy was about. You know what I'm saying? I discovered what Timothy was about because I read it. So therefore, I'm letting other people know. So therefore, we won't be deceived by false prophets and fake teachers, false leaders and things. So just look in Timothy's and figure it out. Because even a bishop, now when you have a pastor or a bishop at church, you want your bishop or your pastor to be blameless. Okay? The husband of one wife. You get what I'm saying? The husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior. Okay? So now when it comes down to that, it's just like, that's why, that's kind of why I thank God that I never got married for real. That's why I thank God that marriage with Nikita was fake. It was a false marriage. Because like I said, when I looked up, when I first came to Oklahoma, I was, like I said, I was still feeling some type of way about the relationship. But I wound up just cutting ties, like, energetically, because he didn't give me no closure in the physical world. You get what I'm saying? He never gave me no closure here. So with that being said, it's like I had to move on with my life. Like, why would I sit back and, dwell on somebody who never really, gave a damn? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I sit back and dwell on somebody who never gave a damn? Why would I sit around and dwell on somebody who never really took the time to really get to know me for who I am? You get what I'm saying? Never really took the time to get to know me. Never really thought to be real with me. Never thought to be honest with me. Never thought to be supportive. So with that being said, it's just kind of like, I'm glad that I'm growing and I'm maturing to the point where I know I could pretty much recognize a good husband. You get what I'm saying? But even though, as a woman, I'm not looking for no husband. I want the man that's looking for a wife. I want him to recognize the good qualities within me. I want him to see all the good qualities, the bad qualities, all that shit. You get what I'm saying? But just know that I'm healthy, mind, body, and soul. I'm not easily manipulated. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not easily manipulated. I don't like to lie or steal or con for money or resources or trying to one-up people. Like, I don't do those type of things. But like I said, a bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, giving hospitality, and adaptable to teach. Now, if you got a bishop and he's good behavior, all this and that type of thing, and he's adaptable to be taught, then guess what? I would look up to that person. I would think that that's a great bishop. I would think that is a great leader. I would think that is a great person that I would listen to, and I would take that person's advice. You get what I'm saying? So I do want to say, I did take this paper out of this one. Okay, we're healing, well, the way I feel about my life and myself, I'm healing the female aspect of myself. Okay, the female energy and the female aspect of myself, like how I feel like, how I should behave or how I should act according to, some of the scriptures, according to scripture, the scriptures that I see and I run across that I manifest on, because not manifest on, but meditate on. But anyway, so love God's law. This is Psalms 119, 97 through 104. Oh, how I love thy law. It is thy meditation all the day. Though through thy commandments has made me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the ancients, because I have kept thy precepts. I have refrained my feet from every evil way. that I might keep thy word. I have not departed from thy judgments, for thou hast taught me. How sweet are thy words unto my taste, yes, sweeter than honey to my mouth. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. I hate every false way. And then one more before I get into the Bible part. Oh. Okay. Blessed is Proverbs 3:13. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom and the one who gets understanding. Isaiah 41:13. For I, the Lord thy God, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. Period. But I love that one though. Proverbs 23:9. Speak not in the ear of fools, for they will despise the wisdom of thy words. Okay. Then we got Psalms 23. For the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod, thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 18. And the Lord shall deliver me from every evil work, and will preserve me unto his heavenly kingdom. Yes, thank you. Thank you, God. Oh my God, that just made me happy. Sounds like the book of Psalms, the last one you read. Yes, I love it. I love the last one I read. It was 2 Timothy chapter. I don't know why I just got happy about that. Oh my God. Okay, so 2 Timothy chapter 4, and I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot right now. But I guess this is sunbeaming. I guess, like my dad said when I was listening to his old video, he was like, it ain't nothing wrong with a little bit. He was like, it ain't no wrong with a little bit of heat. Because I was literally cold as hell the other day. Yesterday. So 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 18. And the Lord shall deliver me from every evil works, and will preserve me unto his heavenly kingdom, to whom be glory forever and ever. Amen. You know what? That's why I said I knew this. I could say I knew this. I noticed when these people was around and they was trying to get me to not believe in God. Like, you know what I'm saying? I noticed you have the most trials and tribulations, or you go through the most when you tell people Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I believe in Jesus. You get what I'm saying? And it's like you go through the most mental attacks, spiritual attacks, you know what I'm saying? Like financial attacks. You go through the most because you believe in Jesus. And to me that's sad, because it's like if this world was supposed to be quote unquote built off of the love of him, you get what I'm saying? Like, just think about the kids that have gotten sacrificed. Think of some of the people that got sacrificed. The world was hit, you know what I'm saying? People got sacrificed, whatever. No, the world got their energy in some type of way. The world was built off of their energy. Like, even when you think about like some dead rappers and things, dead rappers, actors and stuff, you don't know their energy is still floating around here. Even Bernie Mac, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, I can hear Bernie Mac in my head laughing right now, saying something silly. You get what I'm saying? Just because of the staple that he put in this earth. But okay, so then I like but I really love that one though. I kid you not. I really love 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 18. And the Lord shall deliver me from every evil work, and will preserve me unto his heavenly kingdom. And remember, I told y'all I saw the kingdom already when I was staying in the projects. And I was laying on the couch, standing in the project. So what is this? It says, unto his heavenly kingdom, to whom be glory forever and ever. Amen. And then I'll kid you not. When it says glory be forever and ever, that means this life, next life, the 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 next life. You get what I'm saying? That means every life. So with that being said, it's just like, why would I choose, some negative, you know what I'm saying? Why would I choose negative talk or a negative world or a negative mindset or a negative outlook on the world? You get what I'm saying? Like, even it's so wild because growing up and not having spiritual parents it's tough. It's tough not having spiritual parents because your kids will be like going through spiritual things, spiritual attacks and things, and you thinking that it's something to fight on the physical. It's something to fight on the spiritual when it comes down to these kids. You get what I'm saying? Because guess what? I feel like every kid can be healed. I feel like every kid has the capability of doing whatever they feel like they want to do, as long as you have spiritual parents, people that listen to frequencies and things. I feel like a lot of these kids need frequencies to listen to, because some of these kids already be on a way than we do as adults, because we talk more than them. You know what I'm saying? We talk more than kids. So kids are normally on a higher vibe more than us anyway. Okay, 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 22. I like what that says. It says, the Lord Jesus Christ be with thy spirit. Grace be with you. So when we talking about Jesus Christ, I know people be talking about the creator of the world and then they talk about Jesus Christ and things. Let me tell you something. If I was the creator of this world, do you think I want to be like we got Susie back there cooking? You get what I'm saying? I just gave Susie the pot and and the pan. You know what I'm saying? I just told her to go back there and cook. I just gave what's called the microphone. I gave what's called it. I told him. Oh yeah, Old Spice deodorant. You know what I'm saying? The pure sport kind. You know what I'm saying? The pure sport kind like this. Smells so good. I'm telling you, like, But anyway, so yeah, Old Spice it up. Just give him the idea, and like, so we got our own brand, our Old Spice, Old Spice PS4. You can throw a ball, you can throw a brick, and you can throw a bitch. The biggest bitch you can find. You can pick a bitch up and throw it, and you won't get musty. You know what I'm saying? You could just like what to do. But I'm just saying, when it comes down to being the creator of things, sometimes the creator of things, my love, they don't want to be exposed. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the creator of things doesn't want to be exposed. The creator of certain things don't want their face to be on anything. Because haven't you, like some of the people that deal with the internet, you know what I'm saying? Certain people that deal with banks and things. Sometimes we don't know, my love, who's the founder of the certain bank, or who's the creator of the bank, or who's the such and such. Sometimes we don't know those things. Sometimes they tell us Bob the Builder did it. You know what I'm saying? But then not knowing Kiara Clarice was the founder. Kiara Clarice was the creator. But guess what? We just said, let Bob do it, because therefore I don't want to be worried about nobody counting my pockets, Bob. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to be worried about, what I'm driving in, or how did I get a new car, Bob. All these people supposed to know is that I work a job, and that is it. You know what I'm saying? And I work a mediocre job just like everybody else live in this world. So I can walk around this motherfucker freely and do what I want to do. You get what I'm saying? So that's why Bob is Bob, y'all think that it's Bob or my daughter or my son or my husband. You get what I'm saying? Because the thing is, I'm going to let y'all, you know what I'm saying? We got to figure out who the creator is, because I feel like that's probably, the problem in life nowadays anyway. Even though, God created heavens and the earth. And then when you think about that, because I was thinking about that, I was listening to something, and it was talking about the heavens and the earth, and then I saw this mermaid. But I was looking at another thing. Like, it was so weird because my mind is kind of different. Like, so it's like, okay, so bam, it's like You got heaven and earth. You got beings everywhere. You got beings everywhere, my love. I kid you not. You got beings in the sky. You got beings in the water. You got beings in the sun. You got beings in the moon. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got beings everywhere. So therefore, it's just like, you know, so therefore, it's just like when it come down to it, it's so funny because, child, I made some beans yesterday. But anyway, I'm talking about beings, though. I'm talking about beings, not beans. Even though I know I said beans. But I made beans yesterday. And I burnt them, but I threw them outside. But anywho, so it's just like, we in the book of Enoch. It said that women, hold on. Well, in the book of Enoch, it says the women that are the sons of God came down and defiled themselves. Oh, yes. I'm so glad you said that. Yeah, because listen, because those mermaids, they're like marine spirits from what I heard. But I heard a pastor talking about that. See, that's why I said, this is why I tell y'all be thinking that some of these pastors are demonic because they know things like that, like about marine spirits and shit. They be thinking pastors be demonic, but pastors be really putting people on. And you too, my love, when you just came and said this to me. You get what I'm saying? Because I literally be seeing different things like I said, when it was, just think about it. In the beginning, there was nothing. You know, God's face was hovering over the water and things like that. But like I said, I was just thinking about the beans because even when I was meditating, so when I was at 7-Eleven the other day, I saw all that in meditation. I'm talking about I saw all of it in meditation. Yes, my daughter's name is Genesis, and she named her daughter Heaven, and I read the Bible daily. Period. That's what's up. Period. That's my niece's middle name too. My niece's middle name is Genesis. I became a granddad this July. Period. Congratulations. But anywho, so and then let me tell you something too. Now, when it comes down to evil works, you know, it's like God turns his face against evil. So it's kind of like those men that was around here. Because see me, I'm not an evil person at all. I'm not evil and I'm not wicked. But it's like those men that was riding around here, it's like these men would turn their face from me. And then when I turn around and I think about the Bible, like, oh, God, the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. What evil have I done? When I sit back in my mind, you know what I'm saying? I literally be minding my business. And it was like people, you know, outside people looking in trying to say that, oh, that person's evil and this and this and that. But I guess it's, you know, when somebody watching you, they don't want you to know that they watching. That's the only thing I could say about that. But anywho, oh wow. And I had opened this up earlier. I didn't even look at it, but I had pulled this paper that was on my bed. This paper that was on my bed, because I got like podcast paper on my bed. So this was like dismay. Dismay is stronger. Hold on. Dismay is a stronger and upscale fear than afraid. And then this one just says, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid, Jacob, my servant. Do not be dismayed, Israel. For I will bring you home again from distant lands, and your children will return from their exile. Israel will return to a life of peace and quiet, and no one will terrorize them. Period. So, peace and quiet and podcast. Peace, quiet, and podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's all I'm into. Peace, Quiet, and Podcast. But so it was a prophecy of plenty. What I was looking at in this Bible, what made me write that title of the prophecy of plenty. The prophecy of plenty is in 2 Kings chapter 7. And I think that is, just 1 and 2. Chapter 7, verse 1 and 2. So it was saying, like, just say if you get into like a work setting, or just say if you get into a routine, right? And you be like, dang, it's all these nice things are happening. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes when a lot of nice things can happen at one time, especially if you're not expecting, it can be overwhelming. It could even make me want to cry. You get what I'm saying? Because it's just like, going through so many trials and tribulations, going through so much stagnation and blockages and just weird things. And, people harvesting your energy, taking your creativity, blocking your craft. It's just like, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? Like that'll hurt a real creator, somebody that really creates, and somebody that doesn't just copy just to replace somebody. That would really hurt your feelings when it's like you creating all these things and all these things going on in your videos, and it's like you want to go back and look so you could try to, you know what I'm saying? You could try to recreate what you really did in real time. You get what I'm saying? So, and sometimes you really can't. Sometimes you can't recreate what you do in real time. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes it just be like, dang, I look back at that video and I saw my younger child self. It's like my damn child self was, you know what I'm saying, was on me. So that's how I know when I was a kid, when I don't think everything was just everything. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna dwell on that. And I think a pastor was telling me that too. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. But he was telling me that he wasn't telling me. I was just listening at his video. He was saying, don't be trying to figure out, things of the past and things like that. Live for now. But then it's like when you think about pain and trauma, when you want to get over certain things, you be like, why am I so happy as a kid? Why am I so happy? Why do I not care about these things? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I not care about certain things? But when a lover does come into my life and disrespects me or disregards me or don't treat me right, then I'll be wanting to kill him. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is that? You know what I'm saying? But then when you think about, just past life and things, it's like the love hasn't really been received. You get what I'm saying? So once I figured that out, because of course you had to figure that out in life. You got to go through life and go through things and figure it out. And even, okay, well, at this point in my life, I'm not going to accept anybody that doesn't love me. So with that being said, if you don't love me, then I know you wouldn't care if I didn't eat. If you don't love me, you don't care if I don't have no money. You don't care about these things. You don't care if I don't wash my clothes or, cleaning supplies in the house. You don't care about those things if you don't really love me for real. Now, if you love me, then you care about those things. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that is simple things. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, did you eat today? Like, do you not know? I used to ask every man that I ever what you do is you get a job. Child, I know how to get a job. When you got men that are trying to walk in your energy, and when you got people that are trying to do all these energetic things, and they want me in, because these people try to get me in jail. These people attack me with the police. They've done a lot of things to me, bruised me up, knocked on my head and all type of things. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's just like a lot of things that these people have done, they've been trying to cover up what they've been doing. And they've been making my life actually harder because of what they have been doing, whatever goal they're trying to accomplish. But one thing a pastor did tell me is do not compromise with these people. And that's one thing I have never done. I have never compromised, and I will not compromise, because especially if it's going against something that I believe or it's going against how I feel, then I'm not compromising. But anyway, yes, I still have been applying for jobs though. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still applying for jobs. I'm not letting nothing stop me. You get what I'm saying? I'm not letting nothing stop me or nothing hold me back. Even when it comes down to my YouTube channel, my old one and this one. You get what I'm saying? Like, they removed my whole YouTube channel. And then when it comes down to the algorithm on this one, they making sure that, it's only, they monitor they make sure they monitor how many subscribers I get per day. Like, any day I upload, it's kind of like I can get 3 subscribers, 4 subscribers, or hell, none. You get what I'm saying? But then on my other channel, when I did, because I did all that on my own on the other channel, nobody helped me. I wasn't a part of no man. I wasn't part of no woman, no sister. Nobody helped me with 5-Star Readings LLC. Nobody helped me with the notebook. Nobody helped me with Brick by Brick. Nobody helped me with the Church Within. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking something was wrong with 5-Star Readings. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking something wrong with 5-Star Readings LLC because they slowed my money down when I moved to this house. When I moved to this house, that's when they slowed my money. Well, actually, when I stayed in the projects, because when I moved to the projects, because I was only in the projects for a year, so that's how you know my YouTube channel was only, I was only getting paid from YouTube for only 1 year. I wasn't getting paid 2, 3, 4 years like the rest of these folks on here. And then they get like a year break and then they come back and they restart over and things. You get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have that opportunity or choice. You get what I'm saying? These people just came. When I stayed in the projects, they just came and they just destroyed everything. So with that being said, it's like I'm still lacking from when they destroyed. I couldn't even pay my car off. Like, my goal was to pay my car off. Man, my goal was to do a lot of things because I had the money to do so. You get what I'm saying? When it comes down to money, I'm not irresponsible or anything. I'm very responsible with my funds. You get what I'm saying? Especially when I know that, okay, I can accumulate this much money. I can accumulate that much money. You get what I'm saying? I can accumulate all these different type of things. But it's just like when you got people that feel like they control you, then it's just like, what can you do about that? Instead of just being like, okay, well, this man don't control me because I do not know him at all. I do not know this man. These people is using my address, scamming, conning, lying, and being manipulative towards me. You get what I'm saying? Like, no man has ever lived with me or anything like that. These men have been, like I said, just using address, stalking my address. And to me, that's weird. To me, that is super duper weird. Do not stalk my address. Do not stalk me. You get what I'm saying? Like, this man, it's a man, literally, he got insurance at my, like, this house right here. Because he had mail coming to my apartment in the projects. Then when I moved here, he had got insurance from my address. Well, Rasta Pasta, and I called my sister boyfriend that. Well, Rasta Pasta, you teach your sister as a man. You don't say things like that to hurt their feelings. Say things like what? Say things like what to hurt who feelings? Because I'm confused about that. Because nobody gives a damn about my feelings. Nobody cares about my feelings, finances, or my future. So why would I care about another person's feelings when they don't care about mine? And they have literally been destroying my, like, literally, let me tell you. People cannot manipulate me or con me in any type of way. Okay? They can't con me or manipulate me no type of way. Because the man that I love, not you, my love. Oh, okay, because, see, this is the thing. The man that I love, I respect him so much and I love him so, so much. So with that being said, me even coming out my face to disrespect a man that is loving me, providing me, protecting me, nurturing me in all type of ways. Like, to me, that would be like shooting yourself in the foot. You get what I'm saying? That'd be like shooting your damn self in the foot to disrespect, disown, and disregard, you know what I'm saying, somebody that really cares for you like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I promise you, a man that is there for me in all type of ways, I wouldn't even, like, when it comes down to disrespect, like, I don't think about disrespecting my love. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing I don't know. Anybody else can get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody else can get it. But my motherfucking love, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, before, even if I get mad, I just think about, okay, well, like, because me, I think about things, you know, when it comes down to balance. I think about, okay, like, if I'm mad about something, then I just know not to take it there, because then I just know that's a temporary thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know not to really just get mad and do wicked to my man, because, you know, we having a disagreement. It's part of life. It's normal. You get what I'm saying? Now, how we're going to get over that disagreement is, you know what I'm saying? Now, how we're going to get over it is another story. But me personally, any man that provides, protects, and nurtures me in all type of ways, I'm financially secure, stable, and set. And my man is making sure nobody's coming over here fucking with my business like y'all did the last time. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I'm more so into that type of man. I'm not into no man that got to sneak. He can't be real about anything. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, my love, let me get up off of here. I'm about to go outside for a second. But anyways, see you later, my love.